Hey everybody, welcome back to a special edition of Dream Garage. This is Brock, and I really hope you enjoyed today's upload. I got a big update on the garage. Actually, it's my wife's car, but huge update for her, and so excited for her as far as to have a daily driver like this. And of course, it's something that I wasn't actually expecting that I would ever like, but it's a really cool car, so I'm going to share that with you guys today. But not only that, we have a special video planned for you guys. As you know, part of the reason why I wanted to do this was to not only be able to share my passion with anything with a motor with you guys, but also be able to touch lives in the process. And we have a special guest that's going to be on the show, or on this video, and it's an 11-year-old boy, and excited to share this with him. He is has no clue what he's about to get himself into. His mom reached out to me, and he missed our event, and his birthday is Thursday, so she had asked if there was any way we could do something special for him. And they just had a rough patch a couple years just as a family, and she really wanted to do something special for him. So today, here in about 40 minutes, we are actually going to go meet them, bring them to the house, show them the Corvette, and also show them what I'm about to show you guys, which is my wife's 2014 Maserati Quattroporte GTS. And the model on this car is actually very important, because this is not just a Quattroporte. This actually has the same motor a Ferrari California has, which is a 3.8 liter twin turbo motor, 523 horsepower, and it's very impressive, very responsive. My buddy Brandon has owned many Maseratis. He is a huge Maserati fan, and he just could not believe and in shock that I actually would move forward with a car like this, because I actually have never really gotten to know Maserati in a sense of a lot of things. The Ghibli is the entry-level model, and they're their smaller car, and just wasn't something that impressed me very much. I mean, it looked like, well, why wouldn't I go to an AMG car or a Panamera or something like that? But without further ado, I think you guys will agree with me that this car's pretty cool looking. But like I said, this is it. And so it is equivalent in size to an S-Class, like an S550, somewhere in there. But this car's special. This car's different. And the reason being is the previous owner had decided to wrap it. And so on this side, when you look at it, it just looks gray. The original color was black. However, and I think we're all in the shade, so you're not going to be able to see it. But when you see the video today, we're going to do some pictures of it in the sun. The color actually changes and really brightens up. There's like purplish in it and greens and different kind of colors, so it's a really cool car. But I'm just so excited to be able to share this with him. The interior is awesome, even for a 2014. This car stickered for over $140,000 new. And the only reason I'm telling you that is because most people don't realize that on the used market, these cars are very, very affordable. Now, on an import or an exotic styled car, most people complain or worry about maintenance, upkeep, longevity, things like that, depreciation. And other than that, people obviously think they're cool, and most people think they're a lot more expensive than they truly are. We got it for under 10% of its original MSRP. So it actually has taken the biggest part of its hit prior to us buying this car. It only has 23,000 miles, and that is just impressive. The car was never really driven, but as you can see, you know, tan interior. It's got the black with the sunshades here, and then also one that comes up in the back that's still up right now. Does have leather seats. Maserati did have remote start on this car. And so it's a really neat, classy car, but very, very fast. It still has push button start. And this car actually has a higher RPM rev match or rev limiter than my Z06 does, which, you know, originally I was like, okay, GM, you got to do something about that. You can't have a sedan like a Maserati having a higher RPM top end than you. This car actually will rev to 6,800 RPMs. The Z06 that you see in the background, it tops out about 6,400. So the new Z06, I've been told, or at least I've read, I guess I haven't been told, but I have read, it is supposed to rev to 9,000. I am praying that is the case, because that means that they finally put not just the power to the car, but they also put the RPMs higher, which there's only so many cars that even rev to 9,000 or above. So it'd be very unique. I'm excited about that. October 26th is the reveal. So definitely something to look forward to and be excited about. But back to this car, I'm going to start it up for you now. Like I said, we got just a touch time before he gets here. So there's actually a sport mode on here. And like I said, remote start, I knew GM's done it for a long time. However, I didn't know most other cars even had that, but this one does, which is awesome. But get in here, I'm gonna hit the sport mode. And there's actually a change in the exhaust. So it opens the baffles. And you can hear the difference in that. I'm gonna rev it for you real quick. So it kind of gives you guys an idea. It sounds really good for the sound. Now I am planning on doing an X pipe from the muffler's back, which should open this up even more and make it more impressive. But for a stock exhaust, having that sport mode on this car, it does liven it up a lot, which is really neat. So it does have the turn-in mirrors, it has heated seats and navigation, backup camera, a lot of the things that over the last 5 to 7 years almost every kind of car has. So obviously you get spoiled like that. You want to make sure that those kind of things are now standard or what you want. And even for a 2014, this car did have that. So that's really neat. So I am going to actually stop it right here. And the next time, or when we get this back on, and so you guys will see no time lapse, you'll go right into it, is actually getting to see his reaction and him seeing the cars. So big surprise that's coming up, so stick with us. Don't tune out yet, because there's a lot of cool things coming on this particular video. So really excited about it, and I will catch you guys here shortly. And we are back, and just got back home from the trip with Carson. He is the 11-year-old. His birthday is Thursday, and it was a really cool deal. Shannon, his mom, his uncle, and his brother came from Muncie area, and it was just a really cool experience to be able to share different kind of cars with him. So he did pick the Corvette to go on a drive, and which I wasn't sure, because you know my wife's car is pretty cool, like I showed you around it earlier. But you know, I let him pick which one he would like to take a ride in, and he did choose the Corvette, which I think is pretty much because it was yellow and it's 2-door versus a 4-door. However, they did not know where we were going, and I do have a couple pictures and a video of him leaving in the test ride. But big shout out to Ben from Coast to Coast Collection and Brandon Hall for setting this up. So we actually left here and we went to Coast Collection because his favorite car is a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. However, that is a very unique car. There's not many of them made. It's very hard to find. However, Coast to Coast did have a Lamborghini Gallardo. It's an 08 orange with a black side stripe. And so I'd asked Brandon if we could hook this kid up for a test drive in one of these cars. And between him and Ben, being willing not just to show him the car, not just to let him sit in it, but to take him on an actual ride. And pretty cool, because I've actually never ridden in a Lambo, so this 11-year-old got to do something I haven't done yet. But it's not about me, and that was the point, is this is about sharing passion and giving people an opportunity to see things that they don't see every day. So Ben actually took him on a test run and in the car, and the kid was stoked, very inward, but he was very thankful. The family was awesome. So big thank you to you guys for coming out and trusting Dream Garage to set something up that can make his day. And so we're back home, gonna enjoy the evening with the family, but I wanted to end this video by saying that you know, when we have cars like this, or something that that we've really taken a lot of time, effort, and money into to own, it's about sharing it with others. This isn't just about us. And I was talking to his uncle and telling him a story that stuck out to me ever since it happened, which was over a year ago. So I'll share it with you very quickly, and then we'll get you guys on the road until the next video. But I pulled up in the Z06, which it's an impressive car. I'm not trying to downplay it, but when you pull up next to a Lamborghini's a different realm. And so I parked next to him, and there was a kid. I would assume he was between ages of 13 and 16. I never actually asked his age, but he had a camera out because the Lamborghini was already parked. And so I pull in, and he instantly comes up to me and he goes, "Man, that's a really cool car. Can I see your engine?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." So I pop the hood, open it up, and in the back of my mind, I'm going, why does he care about my car when, you know, there's a Lamborghini sitting next to it, a Huracan. It's red, gorgeous color, gorgeous car. And he takes a picture of the hood, and then he walks over to the Lamborghini. And about 5 to 10 minutes go by, and the owner and his wife come up to the Lamborghini, and the kid asks him the same thing. "Can I see your engine?" And the guy was rude to him. He just said, "There it is," and just kind of got in the car. And it really stuck with me. It rubbed me the wrong way. I know the kid was disappointed, and if I could have opened it for him, I would have done so. But not being my car, I can't just do that. But the point of it is, you know, these are cool cars, and I upload these videos to share them with you guys and to talk about the different types of vehicles out there. But honestly, this is not me trying to rack myself up in this or give myself credit. Honestly, this is just about trying to help others and change people's lives. I feel like there's a mission involved, for me at least, where, you know, I can utilize the tools and the blessings that God has given us and share it with other people, because you never know when this might be the only chance that a kid has or a person has to sit in a vehicle or see a vehicle in particular in person, or drive one or ride in one. And I feel a responsibility to try to touch as many people as we can. So you know, but again, just like the event, it takes a community. It's not one person. In this case, if it wasn't for Brandon Hall reaching out to Ben, and Ben being willing to take time out of his day when he's a salesperson, he's there to sell cars, that's his living, and I understand that because I work in the car business as an F&I manager. And he still was able to make the kid's day by pulling the car out. He already had it ready. He took him on a good test drive. I mean, it wasn't around the block, it was down and back pretty good ways. And so, you know, if it wasn't for those guys, then, you know, the mission wouldn't have been as complete. We wouldn't have been able to show him a Lamborghini. You know, yeah, Corvette's cool, but that was his dream brand, is a Lamborghini. So you know, my documentation of this and to sharing it on YouTube is honestly to let you guys know that just because we can afford something doesn't mean that we shouldn't share it with others, and that it takes more than just one person to make that work. So, you know, everybody has dreams. Never forget to stop and say hello, to smile to somebody, to help somebody in need, or just give them an opportunity to do something pretty cool. So I hope, Carson, your birthday goes well on Thursday. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it on Thursday because I worked, but I was able to make this work for you today. So again, thank you to Shannon and to Ben and Brandon and everybody involved to make this happen. So go out there and be great. Dare to be different. Don't give up on your dreams or let people tell you what you can and can't do. And pursue to fulfill your dreams, and have a great night, guys.